Good morning, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your Easter, that you all had a wonderful time. Sorry, I was making some breakfast. Miss Fonseca doesn't remember to eat, then she forgets the whole day to eat. So I had to make sure I fixed me something real quick. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed your Easter. I hope you had fun. If you guys did any Easter egg hunting or had spent time with your families, I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed my Easter. I got to spend time with my family, and so it was great. I really enjoyed it. So I just want to start off with announcements for parents. Make sure that you sign your child into their student portal to dateschools.net. You click on the student link and then log into student portal. And the ID and password that I sent you all last week is the information that you put in. Once your child is signed in, it'll say at the top that thank you, this will be counted for attendance. And so we need to make sure that every child is being signed in no later than 10 o'clock. So that's why I say just make sure that when you come on, just to go ahead and sign in before you come onto the live stream, so that way we can make sure that your attendance is counted for. I know there's been a lot of confusion because I know some parents have been asking me, well, do I sign my child in on, good morning, Sonic. My dog's a little antsy today. But anyways, so yes, you should participate in the live stream and make sure that your child is going on Waterford. That will be counted for as attendance, but for Head Start. The district and Head Start are two totally different things. We have to make sure that we follow both of their standards. So Head Start does check to see if your child is doing any kind of work, whether they're coming on here onto the live stream. So that's why I always ask you parents to make sure that you're putting in your child's information, saying that good morning, my child is signed on, because we just want to make sure that we have proof that everyone is going on and everyone's participating. And also that your child is going on Waterford for 40 minutes every day. So that's how Head Start keeps track of the attendance. But for Dade County Schools, you have to sign into their portal. If you don't sign into their portal, they're not going to be marked present for the day. Even if they did Waterford, they went on Galileo, or they did the live stream and they made comments and they interacted, or you wrote me and kept in touch with me on the Remind app, that won't count for Dade County Public Schools. You have to make sure you sign them in. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started for today. Sonic, you want to sing with me? Yes? It's up to you. Say good morning, everybody. Let's see who's on today. Good morning, Camila. Good morning, Emmanuel. Good morning, Soraya. Good morning, Artis. Good morning, Antoine. Good morning, Liam. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Luis. And good morning, Rudolph. If anybody else is on, please make a comment on the live chat so we can give you a shout out. right, we ready? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. And you, and you, and you. Good morning. All right, let's do our number rock from Greg and Steve.
One, two. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. Let's go! Singing around the rock. I said, let's go! Singing around the rock.
Good morning, Bradley family.
1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. Let's go! Singing around the rock. I said, let's go! Singing around the rock.
All right. Well, good morning, Miss Brown. Miss Brown, we miss you all too, and we love you. Mwah. Good morning, Bradley family. Oh, Dada. This is from Dada. Okay. All right. Let's do ABC Rock from Greg and Steve.
A, B, C. D, E, F, G. H, I, J. K, L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S. T, U, V. W. X, Y, Z. Come on. Oh, boy. We're singing our alphabet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I said, oh, boy. We're singing our alphabet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. A, B, C. D, E, F, G. H, I, J. K, L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S. T, U, V. W. X, Y, Z. Come on. Oh, boy. We're singing our alphabet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I said, oh, boy. We're singing our alphabet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Good morning, Janaria. Thank you for tuning in. All right, boys and girls. How many days are in a week? If you said 7, give yourselves a thumb up. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Good morning, Queen Marie.
There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Barney's birthday. Barney's birthday?
I don't know about that. But I do know that there are 12 months in a year. So let's sing our 12 months of the year. Also by Greg and Steve.
January, February, March and April, May and June and July, August, September, October, November, December. January, February, March and April, May and June and July, August, September, October, November, December.
Good morning,
These
Daryl.
are the months of the year. Oh, these are the months of the year. Fill them with joy and with cheer. The months of the year.
Great job. Let's do our day for today. Yesterday was Sunday. Today is Monday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. Ha, ha, ha. What is today? Today is Monday. What is today? Today is Monday. What is today? Today is Monday. Monday all day long. Shake your maracas if you're ready for Monday. Shake your maracas if you're ready for Monday. Shake your maracas if you're ready for Monday. Monday all day long. Watch a movie if you're ready for Monday. Watch a movie if you're ready for Monday. Watch a movie if you're ready for Monday. Monday all day long. Look through a microscope if you're ready for Monday. Look through a microscope if you're ready for Monday. Look through a microscope if you're ready for Monday. Monday all day long. Microscope, maracas, Monday. What was the other one we did? I don't even remember. Wow. Oh my gosh. Anyways, all of those words we said start with what letter? They start with letter M. And M says M says Every letter has a sound, and M says Now, if today is Monday, and Monday starts with the letter M, what month are we in? We are in the month of April. And April starts with what letter? A. Is it short A or long A? It is long A. And long A says A. Long A says A. Every letter has a sound, and long A says A. So, just like April has the long A sound at the beginning, so does angel, apron, acorn. All those words also have the long A sound. All right. So this week, boys and girls, I want to introduce you to a new sound for the letter that we've already did. So the letter we've already did last week was letter O. And what sound did we talk about for O? We talked about the short O sound. Short O says ah. Short O says ah. Every letter has a sound, and short O says ah. Now, this week we're going to talk about a different sound that O makes. Now, O not only says ah, but it also says its name. And when it says its name, it is the long sound. So, long O says O. Long O says O. Every letter has a sound, and long O says O. So, I have our handy dandy board for today to give you examples of words that have the long O sound. Let's look at them. Now remember, when you see a line above the vowel, because O is a vowel, that means it's a long sound. Remember last week it was a smiley face, that means it was short. But this week it's the line, which means it's long. So let's look at all the words that have the long O sound. Ocean, orange, oatmeal, oval, or, open, odor, and over. They all begin with the long O sound. Now let's look at each of them. The ocean, which is another name for the sea. They're synonyms because they both mean the same thing. The ocean, it's a big body of water where a lot of sea animals, a lot of ocean animals live, like in my picture, a fish and a shark. They live in the ocean. Now, the ocean is a body of salt water. So that means animals that live in the ocean, like the fish and the shark, they have to swim in salt water, which is the ocean. So that means it's like salt, but natural salt that's for the ocean, it's in the water. So ocean is salt water. Also, we have orange. What is an orange? An orange is a type of fruit. It's a type of fruit. What color is an orange? That's right. It is the color orange. An orange is an orange color. Now, an orange is a fruit. Now, remember last week when we talked about where some of our plants that we eat grow? An orange grows on a tree. So we can find oranges on trees. And when we cut open an orange, we can see seeds inside. And those seeds we can use to replant some more orange trees. So, an orange. Oatmeal is a type of grain. Remember we talked about grain in class? Grains are made out of like wheat. So, oatmeal is a type of grain because it is made out of wheat. And we usually eat oatmeal for breakfast. And when you put oatmeal, some people like to have their oatmeal really sweet. So they'll put cinnamon or sugar inside of their oatmeal. Some people like to have their oatmeals really healthy. They like to put fruits in it like strawberries or bananas or blueberries. But it's a meal that you can eat, a grain meal that you eat usually for breakfast. Now, Ms. Fonseca is not really a fan of oatmeal, but there's another grain that I like to eat that's similar to oatmeal, and it's called grits. So I like more grits because it's more of a savory taste, and oatmeal is more of a sweet taste. So, oatmeal. Oval. An oval is a shape. It almost looks like a circle because it's round. But the difference between a circle and an oval is a circle is kind of a shorter shape. See? A circle. An oval is like a longer shape. So when you think of an oval, you would look at stuff like maybe the shape of your head. could be an oval shape because it's round but it's long, or you can think of an egg. An egg is also an oval shape. It is round but it is long, so oval. An oar. An oar is something that you use on boats, usually on small boats like a rowboat or a little sailboat. You use an oar. The oar helps you to move your boat in the water. Remember when we talked about beavers and other animals when they swim? They use their hands and their legs to paddle. So your oar is like your paddle to help you move in the water. Open. When you open something, you're letting it come out. Open. So open, like in this picture, he is opening the door. He's letting the door pop open so he can get inside, or he can get out, whichever way he's going in. If he's inside, he opens the door to get out. If he's outside, he opens the door to get in. Open. Odor. An odor means something smells really bad. When something has an odor, it's dirty and it smells. Just like this sock here. It's a dirty sock. Notice I drew these lines because it's supposed to insinuate that there's an odor, that this sock smells really stinky. So when you think of the word odor, that means something that's dirty and smells really bad. Over. When you're over, that means you go on top to get through something. So just like my rabbit that I use as an example, the rabbit is jumping over the moon. So she's going on top of the moon to get around to the other side. She is going over. Now, let's look at all these words again that have the long O sound. Ocean, orange, oatmeal, oval, or, open, odor, and over. They all have the long O sound. Long O says O. Long O says O. Every letter has a sound, and long O says O. Great job, boys and girls. All right. So that is our letter for the week. Now, today I want to read you a story that we're going to start out today. And it's about what we began to discuss last week. Plants. Last week we talked about plants that we can eat, whether they're on trees, or they grow in the roots, or they grow on vines, or they grow above the ground. And we also talked about parts of the plant. The stem, which is like the spine that holds it up. The roots, which are in the ground, in the dirt, in the soil, that grip onto the ground so the plant doesn't fall. They also have a flower. Not all of them, but some have flowers. We talked about the flower part with the petals and how insects like butterflies or bees like them for their pollen or nectar, which is like something sweet that they like to drink out of. And in the middle of the flower are seeds from the flower so you can replant them. And then your leaves, the things that are sticking out of the stem, which also we mentioned the word chlorophyll, which is the green color, how the leaves and the plants get their green color from the chlorophyll. So this week, we're going to talk about how plants grow. So I wanted to read you this story called The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. And this will really help us to know how a plant grows. So the plant that you can see that is going to grow is a flower plant. So let's go over our parts of the book. What part of the book is this called? The front cover. What part of the book is this called? The back cover. And this is the spine. Now the spine is the part of the book that holds the pages together, all the pages that are inside to keep them together. Just like the spines in our back, which is in the middle of our back if you go up and down. The spine in our bodies keep our bones together and keep us standing up nice and tall, because if not, we'll look like slime or Play-Doh. The front cover gives you an idea of what the story will be about because it has a title. So our title is The Tiny Seed. It's the name of the book. It also usually has a picture that gives you an idea what the story might be about just by the drawing. It also has the name of the author or illustrator. So the one who wrote this book and drew it is Eric Carle. They're the author. He wrote the words in the story, and he's the illustrator. He drew the pictures in the story. And this part of the book is the back cover. The back cover indicates that the story is finished, done, over, finito. But sometimes the back part of the story also lets you it gives you an idea. Sometimes it gives you an explanation of what the story might be about, or it might talk about the author. So this one is talking about Eric Carle and why he wrote this book. So I'm going to read to you a little bit of our story, The Tiny Seed. Now remember, before I read the story, we have to make sure that we're quiet, we're listening, and our eyes are on the book, okay? Good morning, Sister Aisha. Thank you for joining. Okay, let's read. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is so tiny, smaller than the others. Will it be able to keep up with the other seeds? And where are they all going? So there's our tiny seed. And these are the rest of the seeds. Notice how much bigger they are compared to the tiny one. Where do you all think that the seeds are going? Let's see. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. So you see, that seed got too close to the sun. When you get close to the sun, it gets hotter. So the closer you are, the hotter it's going to be. So because this seed got too close to the sun, it started to burn. Now here's the tiny seed. He's still catching up with the other seeds. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on. But the tiny seed doesn't go as fast as the others. So here's the tiny seed. Notice he's getting really slow. When you're really slow, you're like this. And the other ones are going a lot faster. So you can see they're way more ahead than the tiny seed. But this is the seed that landed on top of the mountain. Now, the higher you go, the colder it gets. So that's why mountains can be very cold when you get to the top. And that's why you notice there's snow on top, because it's very, very cold. So A seed cannot take care of itself if it's very cold. So, because the seed landed on top of the mountain where there's snow, that means it's freezing. And so, if it's freezing, I wonder where all the seeds are going. Now, they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. So here's the seed. The seed landed in the water. Now, seeds do need water, but if you give seeds too much water, they will drown. And if they drown, just like you, if you try to go in the pool and there's too much water in your body, you begin to sink, you begin to drown in the pool, and then you might die if you don't support yourself or get out of the water. So same thing as this seed. This seed fell into the ocean, the sea, the ocean or the sea, and it has too much water. So it's going to drown. Unless there's somebody or this fish right here saves it to get it out of the water, but it's going to drown because he has too much water and he can't support himself. So he's going to end up dying. And you see the tiny seed. He's very low. He's very close to the ground. Do you think he's going to fall into the ground? Maybe. Or maybe he might continue on. But look at the rest of the seeds who've made it. They're way up high. They're floating fast in the air. And the tiny seed is barely holding on. He's getting slower and he's coming lower. So we're going to continue finishing some more of the story tomorrow. But let's go over what we've already learned about the tiny seed. Now, we said the autumn, which is the season, the fall. Remember, in the fall, the leaves change colors. It gets cooler. There is wind. So that's why all the seeds were blowing in the wind, especially the tiny seed. They're all flying somewhere. We don't know where they're going yet. As the seeds are flying, one of them gets too high close to the sun. So it burns, and that one doesn't make it. The seeds fly over mountains, and one of the seeds landed on top of the mountain where it was very cold. It was frozen, so he didn't make it. And then another seed flew right onto the ocean, and which it ended up drowning. So that seed's not going to make it either. Now, where do you think they're going to go next? They could be going anywhere. Maybe they might be flying to the store. Maybe they might be flying to a desert. Maybe they could be flying to a house. We don't know, but we know that they're all going somewhere. And what about the tiny seed? Do you think the tiny seed is going to make it with the rest of the seeds? I hope so. So we will continue to find out tomorrow. All right. Now, today I want to also continue to show you with our story about plants. Now, we talked about plants and their parts. This week we're going to talk about how a plant grows, the life cycle. A life cycle is something that happens over and over again, just like how you learned about a pattern in class. A pattern is something that repeats over and over and over and over again. It repeats over. Sorry, boys and girls. So, the life cycle. A cycle is like a circle, it's shaped like a circle, and a circle's round. And when a circle goes around, it keeps going and going and going unless something is in its way to stop it. So a cycle is like a pattern because it keeps going around and around and around again. So a life cycle means life that continues to go around but never stops. So we're going to talk about the life cycle of a plant this week, which is why we're reading the tiny seed. Now, a tiny seed, like the story, it starts off as a seed. In order to have a plant, you need something to grow out of. So a plant comes from a seed. So we put the seed in the ground, in the dirt. Now a synonym for dirt is soil. So you put the seed in the soil. Now, do you think that seeds, once you put them in the soil, that's all they need? No. They need things to help them grow, just like us and our bodies. In order for our bodies to grow and for us to get bigger, we need food, we need rest, that means time to sleep. We need water because it's important to stay hydrated so we're not always thirsty. And there's other things that we need. We need air to breathe. So those are the things that we need to help us grow. And we need healthy foods. So a seed, a plant needs things in order for them to grow and to stay. So a seed would need sunlight. They need some heat, but not too much heat. They need water to help them grow, to keep them hydrated, but not too much water. And they also need soil. They need something to grow in because remember, the roots have to have something to hold on to. And they also need air, wind. Sometimes that wind helps. It's like a balance to making sure it's not too hot, but it's not too cold either. So remember, plants need water, sunlight, soil, and air in order to help them live. So that is the first step. It's a seed. Now, from the seed, it becomes a little sprout. It's a little sprout. It's a tiny, teeny, teeny, tiny plant that's starting to grow out of the seed. So if you notice, the seed is still there, but it's growing a little stem, a teeny, teeny, tiny stem with a teeny, teeny, tiny leaf. That's called a sprout. Now, as it gets bigger, it goes on to phase 3, which is called a seedling or a small plant. It's a seedling or a small plant. So now there's no more seeds to grow out of, but it has a longer stem and it's starting to grow more leaves. So that's the small plant or the seedling stage. This is the last stage it grows into. The plant gets bigger and then it also develops a flower. So now it's a plant or a flower. It's an adult plant or flower. It's all grown up. It has its top part, the flower with the seeds. It has its long stem. It has leaves. And deep down in the ground, it has its roots holding on to the soil. All right? So this is how a plant grows. Again, it starts off as a seed. And when the seed begins to grow, it's a little sprout. That means it has a little tiny stem and a little tiny leaf. And then it becomes a seedling or a sprout where it's longer stem and it's starting to grow more leaves. And then as it gets bigger, it finally becomes a big plant or, depending on the type of plant, a flower where it has all of its parts grown and they're all grown up. And that is how a plant grows. That is the life cycle of the plant. And just like we talked about last week, flowers have seeds inside. So those seeds that they have inside of them can be used to start another cycle again for another plant to grow. All right. So I hope you enjoyed learning about plants today. Let's do our alphabet book for today. Okay. Are we ready? A, apple. To your apple. B, ball. Bounce your basketball and booyah. C, computer. Type on your computer really fast. Make sure you submit your work. Boop. Turn off your computer. Boop. Close it up. D, doll. Rock your baby doll. When she's asleep, put her in her crib. E, elephant. Show me your elephant. Woo! F, fingers. Fiddle your fingers. Flick a fly. Eat a French fry. G, gumball. Chew your gum. Blow a bubble. Bigger, and pop. H, helicopter. Move your helicopter propeller. And now we're going to safely land. Good job. I, itchy. What's making you itchy today? Maybe some ants, red ants. They bit me and I'm all itchy. Okay. J. What are we going to do? Jump. That's how I'm going to jump. Just fun sec is wearing a dress, so that's the best jump you're going to get from me. K. Keys. Put your keys in your ignition. Start your car. Vroom. All right. Today, I think we should drive a Alfa Romeo. Let's be fancy. L. Lollipop. Lick your lollipop. If you have a gummy stick, eat it up. And if your stick is made out of lumber, throw it in the garbage. M. Monkey. Baby monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mommy monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh. Daddy monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh. N. What is the antonym for yes? No. O, our letter of the week. Ah. Short O says ah. This week we're saying long O. Long O says O. It says its name. But short O. Ah. Octopus. Show me your octopus tentacles. I think today we'll have an easy day. The ocean looks empty, so we got a free swim for today. P. Pizza. Today we're going to eat a pepperoni pizza. If your pepperoni pizza is perfect, you're going to kiss the pizza. Q. Queen. If you are a queen, put on your crown. What are we going to do? Slay all day. Slay all day. R. Rain. Remember, if it's raining, you need your Umbrella, because if not, you're gonna get sick. S, snake, slither like a snake. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. T, tiger. Show me your baby tiger. Show me your mommy tiger. Now, show me your daddy tiger. Roar! U, what is the antonym for down? Up. Great job. V, vacuum. Vacuum the carpet. Make sure you don't vacuum your pets. W, window. Open up the window. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of wasps. Close it. Oh my goodness, my bird. Who saved the bird? If you saved your bird, bring out your bird. Tweet, 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 tweet. Good. X, ox. What are we gonna do for an ox? Ram it. Y, yard. Z, zipper. Zip your lip. Great job. All right, so we did our alphabet book. Let's do, what is it? Ready? What is it? What is it? What is it? Do you know? What is it? What is it? What is it? Do you know? Let's look in our what is it bag. All right. So let's see what's in our what is it bag for today. We have an egg, but egg doesn't really start with letter that we're talking about this week. But look at its shape. What shape is this egg? It's an oval. Remember, an oval is round, but it's long, longer than a circle. So we have an oval shape. So oval. We have oil. Oil. Now, oil is what we use to cook food, to prepare things with. Or some people even use oil to put in their salad. Now, what type of oil is this? Look at the word in front. We mentioned this word last week with the short O sound, the sound. What fruit that grows on trees can we get oil from? We get them from olives. So this is olive oil. So oil. Oh, one more thing. Well, look at this little guy. This is my pet frog. My frog. But look how my frog is. He's folded up. Now, this is called origami. Origami is a Japanese style of art. It's folding paper. It's a paper art. Origami is when you make things, different shapes or different animals. You just make art out of paper. So the origami that I made was a frog. I made a little baby frog. Let's see if he hops. Yep, he hopped right out of my hand. So origami is Japanese paper art when you fold paper to create things. So I created a frog. Now, all these things in my what is it bag. Oil, origami, oval. What do they all have in common? They all start with letter O, but they all make the long O sound. And long O says its name. Long O says O. Long O says O. Every letter has a sound, and long O says O. Now, let's talk about what that word means when all the letters start with the same sound at the beginning. What is that big word called? It's called alliteration. Let's do the alliteration song. Alliteration game, alliteration game. Listen to the beginning sound, they must start the same. Oil, oval, origami. They start the same. Let's do how fast can you go? Miss Fonseca will do it first, and then after Miss Fonseca, we'll see how fast you can go. Are you ready? How fast can you go? How fast can you go? We'll take turns, say words we know. How fast can you go? Oval, origami, oil. Your turn. Let's see. How fast can you go? How fast can you go? We'll take turns, say words we know. How fast can you go? Your turn. You ready? Good job if you said oil. Awesome if you said oval. Origami. Make sure you said origami. Great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right. Now, let's talk about syllables. Let's see how many syllables each of these words have. Are we ready? Syllables, syllables. 1, 2, 3. Break words into parts with me. Oval. Clap with me. Oval. Stomp with me. Oval. Whisper with me. Oval. Oval has how many syllables? Oval. 2. Great job. Syllables, syllables. 1, 2, 3. Break words into parts with me. Oil. Clap with me. Oil. Stomp with me. Oil. Whisper with me. Oil. So oil has how many syllables? 2. Oil. They have 2 syllables. Last one. Syllables, syllables. 1, 2, 3. Break words into parts with me. Origami. Clap with me. Origami. Stomp with me. Origami. Whisper with me. Origami. So how many syllables does origami have? Origami. It has 4 syllables. Which word has the most syllables? Origami, oil, or oval? If you said origami, you are correct because origami has 4 syllables. Oil and oval have 2, and 4 is more, it's greater than 2. So origami has more syllables. Great job, boys and girls. Give yourselves a big pat on the back. Great job, me. Let's do a sight word for today and then our number for today. All right. Oh. All right. Let's see which sight word we're gonna do today. Okay, we'll do that one. All right, ready? Letters, letters, letters have names. What is the name of this letter? Pull down straight, push up, curve over. R, 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 R. R is the name of this letter. Letters, letters, letters have names. What is the name of this letter? Pull down straight and curve up. U, 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 U. U is the name of this letter. Letters, letters, letters have names. What is the name of this letter? Pull down straight, push up, curve over and down. N, 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 N. N is the name of this letter. So let's sound out all the letters first. What sound does R make? What sound does U make? What sound does N make? Let's say the sounds. Un. Let's try to blend them together. Un. Un. Run. 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 Run is our sight word for today. What words rhyme with run? Let's see. Fun rhymes with run. And bun. Let's sing them. Ready? Fun, run, bun. These three rhyme. Fun, run, bun. These three rhyme. Fun, run, bun. These three rhyme. They sound the same at the end. Yay! All right, great job, boys and girls. So let's do our number for today. Are we ready? Pull down straight and that is all, that is all, that is all. You pull down straight and that is all to make the number 1. Ready? Curve around and around again, around again. Around again, you curve around and around again to make the number 3. If I put 1 and 3 together, I get the number 13. Remember, any number that has the 1 in front, if it's 2 numbers, if there's a 1 in front, it's going to be a teen number. It's going to be 13. So our number today is 13. Let's count to 13 together. Are we ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Awesome. All right, boys and girls. So that is all for our lesson for today. Now, make sure that while you're working, that you do your name for today and your letter of the week. I have already sent to your parents their new name writing and letter of the week sheet and also their home learning assignments. So everything that is in your home learning packet is based on what we're going to, or what we have been talking about so far this week. So we're talking about long O. So you have a worksheet where you're going to sort out words that have short O and long O sound, and you're going to put them in their correct column. We also have numbers because we're still practicing numbers. You also have worksheets on greater and fewer. So that means, remember, if something is more, the alligator's going to eat it. The alligator's always going to eat the bigger number. So make sure you're paying attention. If it's asking you which one has more, that means it's the bigger number. Those are the ones you're going to circle. If it's asking you for fewer, that means it's less, it's smaller. You're going to circle the ones that have less. If it asks you, you're going to circle the ones that have more if it asks you. You're also going to have your science, which is talking about the plant life cycle and things that plants need. Now, the page that has what do plants need, that is going to be the part you are going to write. You're going to have all the words at the top, and you're going to write the word that fits best with the picture. Now, if we say that plants need sunlight, and the word up top says sunlight, you're going to write sunlight under the picture with the sun. If it says water, you're going to write the word water under the water picture. So that's your chance to practice your writing on your homework, writing words. Also, make sure you write your name for today. So you see I did for Monday, because Monday starts with letter M. I wrote my name, but I remembered to use a space. So when you do your first and last name, use your finger as your space. I wrote our number for today, 13. 1 and 3 together is 13. In the back, I did O. I wrote all my capital O's and I wrote all my lowercase O's. And I drew a picture of the ocean. And I wrote the word ocean. Just like on the board that you're going to get a picture of from your parents on the Remind app. You're going to get these pictures and you're going to pick the one that you want. Don't forget to label your pictures. Okay? Also, parents, make sure that your child is going on Waterford today for 40 minutes. They don't have to do 20 minutes then and then 20 minutes right after. They can take a break. You can do 20 minutes now and then go on later, like an hour or two later, and then do 20 extra minutes. Make sure that they do get their 40 minutes in. I do check the data, and I do know who is going on and who's not. Remember, those who just received a new laptop, make sure that you are going onto your emails and you're having access to make sure that your child is able to get on Waterford on the laptops that the schools distributed to you. Anything else that I'm missing? Oh, make sure, parents, that you do sign them in. I know you were on the live stream, so if you didn't do it already, make sure you go on and sign in. I know a couple of you have already wrote to me that you need your username and password again. I will send them to you. But please, parents, I have tutorial guides on how to access the student portal to sign them in, on how to access Waterford, whether it's on a laptop or an iPad, okay? I also put on there how to access the Mayon app, the reading app, for your child's student portal, how to go on there, how to open it up, how to look at the different books. I have books on there that are assigned that are specifically about plants that your child can listen and read with on the app to help them understand more about plants. And it'll also help them with their homework for this week. So please check that out. I also check to see who's been reading books. So I see a couple of you have already read a couple books, so keep it up. Keep reading it. Get your child, wanting to read and to enjoy reading it and enjoy listening to stories, which is why I read The Tiny Seed today. So that way it's something that they're used to and they can develop in with their reading skills, and why we do our sight words to help them practice reading words. So anything else? Parents, just text me on the Remind app. Remember, my office hours are until 12. So any questions you have, please ask. Thank you all for joining in on the live stream today. Love you all. Bye. I'll see you all tomorrow.